Hey everybody,
Hey.
I'm Jack Campbell. I'm with the Keller Williams Realty Campbell Team Group out of North County, San Diego, and I'm super excited to be here today with Ellen Patterson and
Hi.
also Doug Brewer.
Hello.
And the reason we're on set today, and I'm so excited to have them, is that these guys have done some amazing things recently in real estate, and it's definitely worth talking about. Ellen has been what I like to call the queen of Sea Point, Sea Village, or South Del Mar.
Oh, you're going to make me blush, Jack.
Well, I say that because she's done an exceptional job of, doing a lot of business there, and we'll learn a little more about her secrets there. And then Doug has become extremely proficient in our low inventory market of hunting down opportunities for clients that, aren't readily apparent to the majority of public. So, Ellen, I want to start with you because obviously you've got a closing coming this week, which is amazing.
I do.
Another testament to the work that you're doing in Del Mar.
Thank you.
But when I talk about the work you've been doing, it's different because so much of your business has been not in the MLS or not on market.
Right.
What do you do different?
Well, it's really about being involved and entrenched in the community where I happen to live. I can't complain. It's got ocean views everywhere. And really making relationships with the neighbors and the other agents in the area especially. That's how my clients and I have been able to find some properties for them before they ever go to market, which has been huge, especially in a market like this where there are constantly bidding wars once they do go to market.
Yeah. Are you seeing any trends in the Del Mar markets? Are prices still going up? Are they going down?
They're definitely going up, especially in my community, which is great for my property value too. I really can't complain.
So it's like you're working for yourself also.
Yeah, and I'm renovating right now, adding
Kudos.
instant equity in my dollars per square foot. So
Okay.
yeah, especially under the $2 million price range is where I'm seeing things are just really flying off the shelves. In the upper markets, they're not moving quite as fast for obvious reasons.
Yeah. Is there still strong demand for properties there? Have you seen anything weaning at all, or is it what's happening there?
I haven't. I held an open house 2 weeks ago, had so many people come through. A lot of people actually that are renting in the community that are now looking to buy because that they can still capitalize on the low interest rates and not just throwing their money away on rent, but be able to. They love the area, so why not buy now before the prices go up even more?
Yeah, that's amazing. Are you seeing a lot of cash buyers in that market?
Yes, yeah. As a matter of fact, my current contract that's closing on Monday. That's
It's
how
an
that
all-cash.
one played out, and that was why the sellers were so willing to accept it without putting it on the market because they had just made an offer on a home that same day, and it just made it so much smoother for them and easier.
So it's probably a win-win, right? Because you've got
Absolutely.
a seller who doesn't have to go through the formal process of selling their home on market,
Right.
and then you've also got a buyer who doesn't have to go through the formal process of looking
Right.
at a bunch of homes and then fighting for a property.
Right, and
per se,
potentially
and it's
bidding
just-
against other people and driving the price up even further. And
Yeah.
yeah,
So it really sounds like it probably was a benefit for everybody.
absolutely, yes.
Well, and it's
Everybody's
interesting.
happy.
Yeah, it's interesting that you mentioned relationships as being such an important part of finding these off-market properties. I know Doug, the reason that we've got you here today, and I was so excited to have you share some information. He's here today because you've done some amazing things as far as getting out into the community and using, what I think most agents aren't doing. To go in the extra mile to help find these off-market properties, which all the shortage of inventory that we have. What is it? What kind of things are you seeing? What kind of things are you doing that are potentially leading to these opportunities for off-market properties?
Yeah, it's really no secret. It takes a little bit of legwork, and you really want to know people who know people, right? We have a database of over 27,000 contacts where we categorize them on the type of home they have and where they're located, and we can access those people and touch base with them, and they're a great resource for all of our potential clients.
That's awesome. So it's interesting because you're saying, I'm hearing something common between both of your dialogues. In one is it's about who you know. It's being connected. So if somebody were a brand new licensee and not yet connected in the industry or in the market, it seems to me that there's a certain advantage when you talk about what it comes with to have the experience or have that the depth or having been in the market and have market knowledge. It seems to me like that connectivity might be what you guys are referring to as being that advantage.
Absolutely.
Right?
100%.
So what other specific actions are you taking, Doug, that lead to opportunities? Is there any specific things that you're doing?
I like to try and knock on every door possible. Specifically, I have access to people who are going through bankruptcy, people who are in probate, people who are going through different legal issues, family issues, and so forth. And oftentimes properties kind of filter out of those situations, and we're able to make those connections, and we can find properties that pop up, and a lot of times they're a good fit.
Yeah. And I guess, so, what's the real benefit to a consumer who finds a property off market?
Well, I'd say at least 20% of our sales are off-market properties. And if you can get somebody who if you can find an off-market property, it's great because it gives you the opportunity to have access to a property before anybody else.
Right.
And it's a great resource.
So maybe it's, so I would assume that then it maybe getting them the right home that maybe they're just not seeing online, because I know there's not a lot of inventory even in the MLS. The properties are selling so quickly and in multiple offers. So maybe just having access to more properties then is the key for find the right home for their family.
Right. And it's a custom search at that point, right? You're looking for specific things and we can find specific answers.
So do you have any coaching advice for buyers out there in today's market? Like what would you recommend that they do first in order to get the process started and towards finding some of these off-market properties? Is there something that you would suggest them doing in order to start this process of finding off-market properties with them?
The best way is to find somebody who's able to know the system and to work it, and to have a partner in the process. It's always good to know somebody who's been through the rigmarole and been through what it takes to find the right property.
Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing all that. I appreciate you guys coming on set today. If you're thinking about doing something in the coastal markets, I tell you, Ellen's, she's a rock star. I'd highly recommend that you get connected with her. And I'll tell you, when it comes down to digging and doing the work that it takes to make things happen, Doug's your guy. He's got access. He's definitely an analytic and gets into databases and right. I'm not, no lie, right? So he's definitely our guy there. So I appreciate you watching today. You guys all have a fantastic day there, and thank you again for being on set.
Thanks for having us.